Leading up to Scream 7, I want to review all the movies, so we're going to start with the original, of course. Let's review Scream 1996. Drew Barrymore is one of my favorite actresses. She did amazing in that opening scene. Definitely, probably my favorite scene in the whole franchise, and also like one of my favorite scenes in horror cinema. 10 out of 10. She does amazing, and it subserves, whatever. You don't expect her to, be gone in the opening scene the first time you watch the film, but then when she's gone, you're like, oh my god. Gail Weathers is also an iconic character, even in the original, but she is the one Scream character that's in every single Scream movie. Not even Sydney is in every single Scream movie, technically, because she sat out in Scream 6 for very, reasonable reasons. But anyways, Gail Weathers, an original icon, final girl, and she deserves her props as the final girl. She's survived all the films. So we gotta give some credit to Gail. Tatum is Dewey's little sister, Sydney's best friend, and she's pretty iconic to the point where Sydney's daughter in the newest Scream 7 film, her name is Tatum. So pretty iconic. Her scene in the garage, one of the most memorable, especially like growing up. I just remember that scene like a lot. So she did an amazing job. I forgot her name. Rose McGowan. That's the actress's name. She did amazing as Tatum. And there's no way that we can bring her back, but I just love that they still honor the character. Randy is an iconic character. He's the horror nerd. He works at the video store. He's our red herring of the film. Well, one of many. But I remember the first time I watched it, I kind of thought maybe he could be it. And then later on in the film, it's very obvious that he's not. But super funny, the meta character of the film, and he's just iconic all the way around. And I've met him at a Comic-Con before, and he was super, super nice and a really cool guy. And last but not least, Stu Macher, aka Matthew Lillard, my favorite actor of all time, my childhood crush. He absolutely is amazing in every movie he's in. He's amazing. But Scream, he's iconic. He is a killer because of peer pressure. Or did you really call the cops? My parents are going to be so mad at me. Just so many iconic lines. And Matthew Lillard's humor is just unmatched in this film. And it's so obvious that he is the Ghostface, but yet I didn't really, think he was it until, I found out. But he's amazing, so funny. I love that the film ends in his house, and I'm so happy that he's coming back for Scream 7. I'm going to make a theory video about, how I think he could return, but there's many ways that he could return, and people either are really passionate about him coming back and being alive, or they think that it's a mistake, but technically he didn't get pew in the head, so he could survive, technically to the standards of the franchise. So I'm super excited for him to be back, but he's the most iconic Ghostface ever, except Jill, in my opinion, and he definitely is the star of this film, Scream 1996. Scream is one of those really rare films that it's really hard to find the flaws in it. There is definitely a few flaws, but overall, it's really hard to find a movie like Scream, especially in the horror franchise, that is such a strong movie on its own. But overall, the franchise is a very strong franchise in comparison to other horror franchises that fall off very easily, including some of other Wes Craven's. I love Nightmare on Elm Street, but it just doesn't hold up as a franchise. I really only love the original film. Or Scream, the whole franchise. Regardless, this film changed the perception and the trajectory of horror and the slasher genre as we know it. So overall, the movie is definitely a 5 out of 5. One of the most iconic in the whole genre, and I'll forever have so much love for it.